everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Eagles are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Redskins defense that will need to be on its game.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. A beautiful fake. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because they're so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Kelly. And an alley to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Second down and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks battled a lot of injuries while at the University of Texas, but his last season there played up to the potential they saw when he was coming out of high school. Well over 100 tackles, ranged from sideline to sideline, could also drop into pass coverage, and now uses his intelligence to run the entire Philadelphia Eagles defense from the middle linebacker position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. And there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". First carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And here's the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman's move to Washington last season was one of the bigger stories in the NFL. And while it didn't result in a playoff appearance for his team, he still is one of the elite corners in the NFL. Very confident in his ability, can play press coverage, can play off, can run with the bigger receivers, and make plays on the football downfield. And not only that, has no problem coming up and tackling in run support.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jordan Hicks able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
The slot man in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
This is Kelly, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Fielded just inside the 20. They juked him. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Now, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that.
Back to throw here. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Brown in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. There's Rob Kelly now as he and the offense head back out. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Running right with Kelly. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived and put him on the ground.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right there at the 43. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing is Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On the run, it's Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability. Touchdown, Washington! And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Leopard, let's go. Speed ID.
Now back to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll go option on second down, right side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Thompson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Cousins to throw it. He's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
First down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get get to the highlights. The Eagles are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Redskins will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now early in the second quarter, Allen's got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. Third down from inside the 40. Kirk Cousins connecting on a pass into coverage. And he counts off the 7-play drive with a score, pushing the lead to 10. Now first and 10. Hicks is going to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. Eagles have it late in the second. Burns is able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's send it back up to Brandon and Charles in Philly.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now watch him now, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. A swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They run Smallwood, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Kelly. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Cousins. Johnson with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Cousins going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. Kelly to try to put launch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
All right, now, look at 56. Over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Kelly on the counter. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington first. Play fake here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run with Thompson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he's got Booker. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Back down, you're not Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney, here we go.
Back to throw here. Here's Booker on the catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There's Rob Kelly now as he and the offense head back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Time to the tailback. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. A touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Barnett able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they try the right side here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.